Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the Big D Coin Channel. This is DC on the Big D with the Susan B from 1979. This is just a beautiful coin. As you can see right down here, we have the famous Blob S. And this is the mint mark for the 1979 coin. They did this real beautiful job with it, but then they used an old S. It was just kind of wasn't even giving you an S anymore. And if you look way down into it, it actually sticks out a little bit from the coin. It could be an 8, could be an S, almost could be a dollar sign, but if you tip it the right way, you can see nothing. If you tip it the other way, you can just see an S, but if you look at it straight on, you just see that there is a blob there. They made 3 different mint marks for the Susan B in 1979. They made the Type 1 mint mark, the Type 2 mint mark, and the Blob S, and we got the Blob S. If you do find an S coin from the San Francisco Mint from 1979, look at the mint mark because that will make it worth a lot more money. The so-called Type 2 or the clear S, worth maybe in this shape right here, this is probably proof 65 or above right here, is probably the clear S is probably worth $85. The kind of the better S, you know, the Type 1 they call it, is worth about $8. So look for this coin if you can for the 1979s because they are out there and they are worth some money. Now, I should also tell you that you can get these in really, really fine condition. The average for a lot of these is somewhere around MS, or not MS, but you know what I mean, proof state 65. And this one's probably above that. So if you get this up to a 67, you could be talking $7,000 or $8,000. Lots of 65s though. PCGS estimates that there's 545,000 MS or PS proof state 65s. 545,000 of the proof state 65s. So you got to go to 66 or above to start making the money. And if you get up to 67 or 67 plus, you could make the real money. Now, what's it made of? Well, it's and one of the things that's really weird about this coin is, you know, this has just a rounded edge. If you look at it from the side, you can't really tell the difference between this much, between say a quarter or a half. I mean, you can tell the quarter's smaller, and the Susan B is a little thicker, but it's the same kind of coloration because this is a clad coin. It's a 75% copper, 25% nickel cladding over a pure copper inside. And then we get to the back and you see the money shot on this coin. The Susan B side's really good, but this is just a great side. But unfortunately for coin collectors, they're not that excited about it because this coin was already on the Eisenhower dollar. This is a Frank Gasparro, just a beautiful engraving. But because he put it on the Eisenhower dollar already, a lot of coin collectors and coin enthusiasts aren't that excited about this back. Let's put it that way. It says United States of America, it says E pluribus unum. We got the stars, we got the eagle landing on the moon holding an olive branch. We got the FG right there for Frank Gasparro, $1 at the bottom, right among the moon's craters. And then over the eagle's shoulder, you can see the United States of America, and they have a couple different versions of this coin where the islands below Florida, I guess you could say, the Florida Peninsula, are moved back and forth a little bit. So that's this coin. Now what's the value of it in terms of, a lot of times we know that the value of a good Philadelphia or Denver exceeds the S. Well, let's take a look at that. Here is a pretty good Denver right here. This comes from an uncirculated mint set, and you know it isn't as shiny, but here's the problems with this one. A little bit of divots down here. It has not been circulated, but it's still not in as good shape as it could be. The D there is just an okay D. Remember, these mint marks are all hand punched back in 1979. So every one of these, somebody actually hit the darn thing and put the mint mark on there. There's FG on the front for Frank Gasparro because, of course, he designed or engraved the front of these coins also. If you get the Denver Mint coin from 1979 and you can get it at MS63, it's worth about $3. If you can get it above that, MS-65 probably worth $7 to $10 and even more. And then, of course, these are clad coins too. And then finally, let's look at the Philadelphia coin. Now, I should say, the San Francisco Mint, they made 109 million. Denver Mint, they made 288 million. And at the Philadelphia Mint, they made 360 million. So they didn't make that many less S coins than they did the others. It says Liberty at the top again. There's the P right there for Philadelphia. And if you get the Philadelphia version of this coin, you can easily be talking in the thousands on this coin, which is up to 7,000 for an MS-68, because there are some MS-68s for this coin. All right, well, let's put them all together. There's the P, there's the S, and there's the D, and that's our 1979 Susan B. Anthony quarter collection. Have a great day from Big D Coins. This is DC saying we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.